Hey folks, so the update on how we're progressing as far as insulation and the rest of the project goes. This is the master bedroom behind me. I'm standing in, and so we have the first layer of the mineral wool insulation going in. These are 2x4 walls, so this is 3.5 inch thick of mineral wool insulation. On the package it says that it's R15. Eventually there will be a horizontal layer, so it's just quick. If this is the mineral wool insulation in these 2x4 studs, they're 24 on center. So all of that's done. The next set will do the same stuff, the same exact material, which is 23 inches wide, 3.5 inches thick, and so the bats will be laid in horizontally along the wall all the way around, and then the interior wall, since it's a passive wall design, will be built against that. We'll have to come up with a way to stack it and hold it in position. Probably just use some string or something like that just to hold it up, and then that'll take care of this room. We still have a lot more to do. There's still the ceiling we still have to take care of, as far as finishing up some baffles, and then putting in the vapor barrier and the strapping that goes underneath that to hold it all up. Once that is in, which is going to be a while yet, we're not going to do it right away. It depends on how things go. We can get the insulation up in there. I have cellulose insulation that will blow in up there. It's just going to get it as thick as we possibly can. And then that'll take care of this room. And moving forward, that's all we can do. So here in the garage, I took a little time today to straighten it up a little bit, clean it up. It was really getting to be quite the mess. There was a big blue tarp over all that stuff for a couple years now, and that's just a whole bunch of stuff that we originally had in storage that we put out here as soon as we got this covered. We tarped it to maintain a little bit of protection on it. We're a lot better protected now that we have a roof on, and it's essentially we keep the water out. So it's just stuff. There's a dryer, yeah, and but mostly it's tools and stuff. I'm getting some of my tools out too. I've got I uncovered my drill press, which I need to clean up because it got a little surface rust on it. Not a big deal. And setting up a little bit more of a coherent work area here, and picked up a bunch of junk that we were just tripping over. Okay, so started working out the details for how to fill in the insulation along the riser walls. And so what I did was, we have a lot of this thick 7-inch insulation, which is R15 for 7 inches. This left over from cutting out all the triangles, and that's what we're using to fill in these riser wall bays. So what I did was I cut a layer, the first layer that went in against the outside wall, and I put them in vertically, and then the next layer I've laid in horizontally. Got 2 of them laid in horizontally, so I've got 14 inches of that insulation there. I still have, well, essentially 3.5 inches. It's kind of bulging, it's kind of compressed, but you get the idea, that we have here. Essentially I've got R50 here, R45 to R50 in the riser wall, so more than enough, but I may end up filling in more in here depending on how I do this. I don't intend to run much electrical or plumbing through these walls right here, through this part of the wall. The vapor barrier is going to go right here. I'm going to attempt as much as possible to not break that vapor barrier. There'll be a few cases where I'll have to. We'll seal the snot out of it and see if we can't make sure that it stays really, really tight. If I have to, I'll run electrical here. This is the kitchen wall right here, so I'm still not exactly sure how I'm going to do things. We'll figure it out. I had the kitchen waistline right here is away from the wall. It's not inside the wall, and that means that I'm going to have the cabinets back a little bit as well. And the reason for that is because I need to have not only this waste, but I also need to have vent. The vent has to come up from here and has to come up along here into this area and go to this stack right here, which is the going to vent right out straight up through this roof right here. This will be the vent for the kitchen and for this powder room. So we're making progress. Hopefully you can see with the way the lighting is. I'm inside the garage dome, and what I did up there was I framed out a little bit more. I hadn't decided yet exactly how I was going to do that. If I was going to leave it solid or if I was going to put a window in. So technically what I've done is I framed it out, a rough opening for a 48 wide, 24 high awning window that I have ordered. It won't be in for a couple of months probably. You know how things are right now. It's end of 2020 and you can't get anything within a timely manner. If you special order, it's going to take months. So, but I wanted to frame it out, see how that was going to work out, and then see how I'm going to, finish trimming out the arches that are on the outside there to that wall. It's kind of wonky. Because it's a dome, everything is wonky when you try to square up against a plumb wall. It's just the way it is. So I've got a little bit more work to do there. Probably what I'm going to end up doing is I'll probably just staple up a piece of plastic, clear plastic, just for now, because it's nice. It's a nice light. It's transom. It's not like we're keeping heat in. We don't have any heat at all yet. My fingers were frozen when I got here this morning. So again, making progress. So here's another little mini project that we just got done within the week. We decided to get some greenhouse plastic, and we covered up the chicken hoop run so that the birds have a place to hang out with all winter long. I've got one piece of plastic that I've got to finish stapling down, but essentially it's just tacked on and it's not going to fall off. It's going to be great. The chickens are loving it. Matter of fact, they hear me out here and they are right in there. Let's see if they've blessed us. Nope. Yeah, see, here's another look at what we did in here. And they're quite happy. It seems to be working okay. All right, girls? You know.
They're not ready. Oh, they don't know.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.